Those better. I was just live, everybody, but using my other phone, I don't know, it just cut off. So let me start over. Today's title is the wrong timing, and so I'm already having issues with uploading or coming live on YouTube. So maybe is the wrong timing because I am kind of doing this at the last minute. Today is November 22nd, 2022. 2022. 2022. Some of y'all may need to look back around this date in 2022 and see who were you dating, what were you doing. I know we were still experiencing, a lot of the C-19 because I seen all the twos in today's date, but I was trying to say 2024. So nothing happens by accident. So something may be very relevant about today's date in 2022. So what I like to do a lot of times is go back, maybe look into my Google Photos, look into your phone, if you still got the same phone, and look around and figure out, where were you working? What were you going through? How was your feelings and your emotions? How was the environment that you were a part of? Friendships, relationships. Who were you dating? Where were you working? All type of things. Now, I was trying to take also the thumbnail for today. This shuffled out, but it came into reverse. Not being able to embrace the future. So it says, I step into the future with an open heart. And you see her going through the threshold. And actually going through the threshold like this means Vesta. So some of you can maybe look up the definition of Vesta. Vesta also is not only coming through a threshold, but it also is an actual star in the constellation. Okay. So it has its own coordinates and everything. All right. So I don't even know why I chose to just pick up this deck, maybe just for the thumbnail, but we're going to continue to use it. I was just stopping in to see what comes out for y'all today. So I can at least have y'all something uploaded. Okay. Hey, Miss Linda. Not receiving from the angels, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. What is going on with love and everything right now? Not saying you have to be in a relationship or love anybody, but I'm getting, this is coming across as, okay, we're going through transformation, transition. I talked about this last night with the sun being in Scorpio. You're going to have this feeling of just blah. Like, I don't want to continue to do this. I don't want to continue to work here. I'm ready to end this. I hope not literally. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to not invest into this business, company, relationship, friendship. I don't feel like investing into my family. I'm not interested in my friends and, co-workers or whatever right now. So that's normal, okay? So nothing's going on with you about you're having like a realization, a revelation of cleansing. Oh, okay. Purification. Yes. Okay. So expect that all the way up until December the 15th. Now, you will get the spiritual healing from it. It don't matter what religious denomination you are, but you will get a sense of relief or spiritual healing aspect when the sun goes into Sag. And this is very important because with Western tropical, they're going to tell you, okay, maybe next, this week or something, maybe y'all will be in Sag season and you're not. Okay, so some of you will still be experiencing this purging feeling. And I'm letting you know early on what it is. Okay. 8th house of Scorpio is about a all or nothing. And you may not really be ready to put all in. You may not really be ready to let any or everything go all the way. So it's kind of like you're in between the lines, in between the light and the dark world. Okay. A sense of purging. So you're doing clarification, purification. Some of you also may start to think about cleansing or detoxing even your body even more. Okay. Eliminating waste, detoxing yourself, whether it's through fruit, veggies, smoothies, teas, whatever the case may be. But that's what it is. Okay. So I don't want you to feel a sense of devastation and not being able to click two and two together and try to understand what it is. Yes. So also, don't try to make any major decisions right now with the sun still in Scorpio. Wait until the sun kind of moves into Sagittarius between December and January, where that you'll have at least being out of that purification 30-day period, and you'll be able to make a more informed decision. And it also came out the other day when I said wait about 8 to 9 more weeks if you can. All right, communicating freely. And I communicate from the depths of my being. Now, this also can go from somebody that may be, going through the same thing, because everybody's going to be going through this sense of purification right now, not just you watching this video. So anybody that you're interested in or haven't heard from, or, you are talking to them, you're going to start to communicate more freely. You're going to say, because it's purification, right? You're going to want to say what you want to say, getting things off of your chest. Other people will be wanting to do the same thing. You said, I'm drinking a detox tea at the moment. Oh, good. I thought about starting mine yesterday, but I probably may wait till the weekend. Sharing of yourself. I am incredibly generous being. Okay. So you see, I just said something about the in-between worlds, the black and the white, the yin and the yang that came out last night talking about balance. Also of the twin flame card. What's happening is a lot of y'all that wants to have this sense of purification. It's like, hey, I've been communicating freely. I've been very open. My heart has been open. I've been enduring and caring and nurturing. And some of y'all are coming to a point like enough is enough. Even in just a basic friendship or just dealing with family members, it's kind of like, you know, maybe you said a little things before and maybe it got across, maybe it didn't. But to some of y'all, it's kind of like, well, maybe they got the memo. I'm not finna keep going over this. I'm not finna keep saying this. So something else can arise very quickly. What is this? Renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. And you see it says clutter. You see what I'm saying about detoxing, about purging, about releasing. We also had the fall autumn card to come out. The fall equinox card to come out the other day, right? A time to kind of fall back. I know we're about to hit the winter solstice very soon, but this is a natural time period. And this is why the timing, if we're going to do like horoscopes and zodiac signs and all that stuff, it's very important that you understand that you're in the right timing of the right zodiac sign, because you can really get confused. And I'm not trying to press Vedic sidereal on anybody, but I don't want the sense of timing to be very much wrong for you when somebody is telling you that it's during this time and they're giving you a reading, and then you're kind of, in a sense, expectation, wanting to see some type of result, but it's not time to see that actual result, because the sun that brings enlightenment and wisdom and clarity is not actually in that house. It's not actually in that zodiac sign. So a lot of you will be watching other readers, and they'll be like, oh, hey, everybody, welcome to Sag season. And it's not Sag. So that particular time when the sun would actually be in Sagittarius season, your timing would be off, because you would start to want to feel a more sense of spiritual healing, and you're not getting it. You're receiving more of a purging, detoxing type of, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be a part of this type of releasing energy. You understand? So just rely on your own intuition, your own guidance. And let's just keep it from there, because I don't want to, because I have a tendency to keep going and going and going. So let me just ease up, because I really want y'all as a collective to learn, okay? To learn how to really rely on your gut and your instinct and your intuition, regardless of what anybody tells you. Go with your first mind, what your spirit and soul has been relating to you, and to get out of the following of the herd. Now, I know this is not going to be everybody, but we're seeing a lot of this unfold before us with the election, and realizing how people are actually feeling on the inside. People are divorcing and cutting off friendships, and, a sense of detoxing. But do they really understand why they're going through this detoxing? Because if they don't figure out why they need to detox or release these certain perceptions and perceptions and perspectives, then it's another whole lesson that, unfortunately, that they will have to go through. Okay. So we have pray, and I believe this came out last night. It did. So again, being open and receptive to the power of grace in your life right now. Okay. Ask to be shown clear examples of how this energy is going to be operating in your life. And most of these cards right here about receptivity, you got receiving in reverse, so that's closed off. You got embracing in reverse, so that's not being open. That's not embracing or being receptivity. You got renewing your life in reverse. That means holding on to clutter, holding on to certain feelings and emotions. It's like hey, it's like this is a time period of this year, because time and don't really exist. These months and days don't really exist, but we have to go along with it. We have to go along and be along with it, right? While we're in this realm. But it's like it's saying, hey, everything that you need to do, everything that you need to let go of, everything that you need to say, it's time to kind of let that out and let that go and be free of it. And a lot of people choose still to hold on to certain feelings, emotions, perspectives, ideas, and things that don't work, thinking that they can come back to it, revive it, relive it, redo it, embrace it again. And it's just not. Okay. So, like I say, this reading may not be for everybody. You may get one or two messages that's meant for you, And that's good. Okay. Especially when you have, see, their purification. Just like I said, 8th house of Scorpio. Okay. A time to um, invoke, ask for clear examples on what to release and what to keep. What perception and perspectives do I need to release so I can have a new sense of me, a new sense of being, with new ideas, new perceptions, and new perspectives? Because I can't take my old perceptions and my old perspectives down this new path, because those are not going to work down this new part of myself or down this new part of this journey. Okay. Grounding, we're going to end it right there, and then comfort. Now Mars is going into Cancer in about a couple of days. It's still in Gemini, and then we got Mercury that will be going retrograde in Scorpio. So I understand that that's probably why communicate freely is there, because again, Scorpio is a purification, a releasing type of 8th house. So with Mercury being there, somebody's going to run their mouth. Somebody is going to really start opening up, probably to you, saying things, expressing their feelings, hold things that they have been holding back, not saying, whether it's about love or whether it's about unkindred spirits. Okay. A sense of uneasiness, and it's kind of telling you early to be prepared, and not let it rock your foundation of somebody saying all of this stuff to you and you haven't been really ready to experience it, ready to hear it, ready to go through it. Okay. So that will be November the 30th when Mercury goes retrograde in Scorpio. So this is why we have grounding here, because it's going to be coming from everywhere, from your job, employees, the store that you go into. You know, you're going to be hearing people's conversations in the store. You're standing in line. You're going to be hearing people on the phone and stuff that they're talking about. And you're going to be like, oh, yep, that's what Vesta was talking about. You're going to be like, darn, they got a lot going on. Be like, girl, you need to release that. You need to purify, you know? And then you be wanting to tell them like, hey, I'm experiencing this journey. Maybe I watch Vesta on YouTube. She can probably help to enlighten you and to help to give you some, some information to help you with your wisdom and your clarity. Because the going back and forth and arguing with people and allowing yourself to be a trash can while somebody is kind of like, trying to tell you everything about yourself and what they don't like and all that. Never be anybody's trash can. Okay? Ground yourself, remove yourself from the situation, purification, and be like, hey, I'm not, Source didn't put me here to be a trash can for you. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who you think that you can talk to me this type of way, and I'm supposed to just sit here and receive it, but you got the wrong person. I'm telling you what's going to be happening, okay? This is why it's starting out with pray and grounding and purification in the middle. Now, you may not pray. We have different people with different religious denominations. So whatever type of grounding that you do, whatever type of manifestations, however that you practice your religious denomination to invoke, to get your wisdom, your clarity, to get and receive clear examples of how things in your life needs to be purified so that you can embrace the upcoming weeks and months and the near future better, then receive it. Do it. Okay? the reason that the angel cards is in reverse, because this has nothing to do with necessarily the spirit realm. This has something, okay, ancestors, this has something to do with you as a physical realm, as a physical body. This has nothing to do with source and angels and all that stuff. This has something to do with you as a human, as a person, about what you gonna allow and what you not going to allow. What you need to understand, is time to let that go, and it's time to move on, because you got different phases in your life, where that if you keep holding on to a 10-year phase, then how is that 10-year-old phase is going to fit into the next 10-year new phase in your life? It's not. You got to purify and do a checklist and say, hey, I can't live with myself with these old type of ideas, these old type of perceptions, these old type of worn out, scarred heart chakras, um old type of perceptions. And we've really been seeing that lately, with the old ideas that has been coming from, if you want to say, the sense of the government, trying to keep us, without embracing the future, but keep us like chained to a old way of doing stuff, when it's time to embrace the future, because we got new generations that are coming up behind us, and they're not going to be with the same old 1960 type of rules, regulations, ideals, um holding on to that stuff when between 1930 and 1970. It's not going to work for my daughter that's 16 right now. You get what I'm saying? So most of the Democratic Party was still trying to keep us, and I'm just making an example. If you look at it, they were trying to keep us in the same ideals and the same way of receiving and allowing, when it's time to break that chain and to come up with new ideas that's going to help to embrace not us as adults, but for the younger kids that's coming up behind us. A lot of people don't really realize how selfish that they may be, because they're more worried about their self with the things that they are trying to implement as ideas, um new laws and all of this stuff, for more the current and older people right now, when it has nothing to do with the younger generation. So these things that we need to change and to do is for the newer generation that's going to be carrying on and embracing the future. Okay? So, and I'm just using that as an example. But y'all know by now, I was a Democrat, but I decided to change my mind this year. Now, the next 4 years, maybe I'll go back. But this year, I just decided to change my mind, because I knew I needed to help to spark some type of new ideas. Because what happened and what was going on for me and my mother and my dad, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and the 70s ain't gonna work for a child born in the 2000s. It's not. Okay? And most of these laws and things were created in the early 1900s or 1877. So it has to be something that we as a collective can come together with new ideas, some new implements to help our younger children be able to embrace the future better. Okay. Six of Pentacles in reverse, not receiving again, not giving somebody time, attention, money, effort, feeling unbalanced. We keep getting this unbalanced energy. And a lack of success. ego. Got Leo energy here. Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. All right. I think we just had a moon the other day, right? I didn't even do no moon reading. But what I'm getting here is that some of y'all may be feeling a certain type of way because you're not getting enough attention, enough feedback, enough reciprocation in whatever area, job, career, exchange back and forth with somebody you're interested in and or dating. They also feel the same way if you need to know. They would like to make this a nine of cup wish fulfillment, but they don't know whether to keep trying to give, because are you really being receptive to receive it? And you're acting and really mirroring the same thing. Okay. For anybody who needs to know that. Now, 10 of Pentacles in the middle is that these clear examples that you need to receive and to see with your third eye can be this new embracing of the future. But this 10 of Pentacles is not going to happen until a lot of these decluttering issues gets removed. Okay? Because you can't bring in a sense of new when things are still congested or cluttered, or it's nowhere to put anything prosperous on your plate. You would think like, yeah, give me all the prosperity in the world, all of the abundance. But your plate, your area, your feelings, your mind, your heart is so cluttered that you would either run through all that money, you would waste it, you wouldn't utilize it, you wouldn't multiply it, you wouldn't invest into it very well, you won't get the right reciprocation back from it or the right dividends off the investment from it, because you're going into it not detoxed. Okay, let me just say it like that. Now, the Magician, you do have all the tools that you need. You do. But for whatever reason, you're not utilizing or applying it very well at this moment. So, that's going to resonate different for everybody. You also can be feeling like, hey, I'm not feeling very successful, even though how much work and effort and things like that I'm putting into a situation. Not receiving a call. You cannot be calling somebody back, or somebody's not really putting the effort anymore calling you as much as they was texting you. Or even if this is an ex, they haven't been calling you. Both of you are the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So, if that's a situation about you, then you need to also release that from within. Because how can you expect something new, a new energy to come in, but your heart chakra and your mind and your feelings and emotions are still tied to somebody that did not work out? Safety and comfort. We got comfort here twice. Soulmate, everlasting. Yeah, you're really wanting to manifest the 10 of Pentacles to the Magician. Like, darn it, where is my soulmate? I'm ready to be comfortable. I'm ready to have that part of myself where that I will get have a very comfortable relationship. Ain't nothing gonna be perfect, right? But you want somebody decent. You want somebody that is manifesting you just like you're manifesting them. A decent person, something that is not everlasting, but something that will be worth your time, your effort, your sense of comfortability, something that makes you feel safe emotionally, also safe in your communication, the way that you give, whatever that may be, um, and the way that you can receive, and the way that they give, and the way that they know how to receive. A lot of people be in so many relationships where you give, and the person don't never give back. And I know a lot of divine feminines that need to be very careful with that type of energy when they're in relationships, because it makes the other person that is not receiving, um it scars them for when they do go and move on to another relationship. Because it's nothing wrong with receiving and don't expect, but it's nothing wrong with somebody taking care of you and things like that, right, in a relationship. But if you never return any type of um effort, the balance will stay off. It's going to stay off. Okay, no matter what you do, say, or whatever. But if somebody's always giving you 200% and you only give 1% back, that relationship is going to stay unbalanced. Now, it don't necessarily have to be about money. It can be about your feelings, your communication, small things, bake a cake, make some cookies, um, make a surprise birthday party or dinner or something like that, as some type of receptivity to somebody who is giving you 175, 200%, and the person's like just steady with their hand out. Like, gimme, 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 and I never have to do anything. I never have to reciprocate. Just gimme, gimme, gimme. Somebody's always, I'm asking for this, I'm asking for this, I'm asking for this. Gimme, 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 gimme. And they think that they're just supposed to just sit there and just receive, 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 and never give back in no type of way. And then some people wonder why the relationship starts to separate, why the other person starts to feel taken advantage of. Now, they will start to feel taken advantage of because they had a sense of expectation. But, and I've told y'all about that also, but not about having a sense of expectation, but it's about the natural balance. Six of Pentacles. Okay? Because if you look at the Six of Pentacles again, you got a person that is less fortunate, and the person is giving them money. But then you got somebody over here also that is not hurt and wounded, and their own bended knee also, you know. But the person standing is ignoring that person, because it's about the scales also of nature and the universe, okay? It's like that in nature. It's like that in communication. If somebody's calling you all the time and you never call them or initiate call, it's going to be out of balance. If somebody is always coming to see you and you never see them or make an effort, the relationship is going to be out of balance. Same thing. New love, renewed hope. Ooh, that was quick. And courage, strength. Okay, so whether this is somebody, let's talk to somebody who has a new ghosted and disappearing. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. What's going to end up happening if this is somebody new? If you're not really interested, let them go. If you're not going to reciprocate, take a phone call, initiate a phone call. If you're going to act more ghosting and disappearing, then just tell them, just let it go, communicate freely. Okay, if this is somebody new, if they're not your cup of tea, then just go ahead and communicate freely while the sun is still in Scorpio. Let it go. Tell them you're not interested. Say, hey, I really don't have a lot of time. I'm working, I'm in school, I'm really trying to concentrate on my finances and my foundation right now. I'm really manifesting. I'm working on a lot of different things. And I really just don't have the time to call you all the time, to see you, to really start up this dating stuff with you, and just let it go. Because whatever's happening right now is that either both of you are kind of ghosting each other because nobody feels safe and comfortable to start this new adventure, this new love, this new sense of renewed hope. Nobody is really having the courage to communicate freely, to make time, to spend time together. Nobody is really initiating or accepting the call for this relationship. It's a lot of hidden emotions and feelings and secrets that also need to be expressed. Somebody is keeping a secret also that maybe their previous person had ghosted them, but they still are lacking the courage to start anew. I think they're hoping that that other person will come back to them. So make sure that you're very careful about that. Because in the meantime, they're trying to let go and let God, to be vulnerable right now, the moon, to move forward with courage, tenacity, and to have a new sense of renewed hope and love, and to test the waters with you as being a new soulmate. But I don't think it's gotten to that comfortable level yet. Okay, neither one of y'all are really giving enough time, attention, or money to the situation to really get it up and started. Um, it's all about, are you ready to share yourself? If you are very much interested in starting a new relationship, go ahead and communicate that freely right now. Manifest it, be the magician about it. Leave the ego out of it. Work for this as a new achievement. Okay. If you're already doing that, but this person is ghosting you a little bit already, then let it go. Okay. If you are putting some type of effort, but they're not really reciprocating, because they are still in the shadow phase of confronting their self and purging a lot of stuff, um, then just go ahead and let it go. Okay. You're going to know anyway by December the 15th if somebody is already going to start to ghost you or go their own separate way, before the sun, or by the time the sun goes into Sag and Capricorn. You're going to know if it's going to be worth continuing past January. Okay. And I think I told y'all that the other day. Let's close it out with something. And I'm hoping that y'all will have a great day. And today's title, again, is wrong timing. So this can just be the wrong timing to start a relationship, to renew a relationship, especially not during Scorpio season. That is not a time to start a relationship. Okay. Inner power says, by your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in your life, you have nothing to fear. I don't know if you can see that. So the inner power is going to be the sharing of yourself and the magician. And all of that is your power. Okay. It's your inner power of how much you want to share, how much you want to communicate, how much time you want to give, how much time you want to receive from other people, other situations. Your own inner power, if you're ready to open up for dating or start a relationship. Okay, hold on. And the same thing that I'm telling you goes for the other person too. Okay. All right. We got 3 cards. Here you go. And yeah, see there? Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Some of you can be telling this other person that too. Maybe they're not understanding. You have this right here with her little naked self. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Definitely inner power regarding that. And this is the other one. Look at there. There go the yin and the yang. Like I was saying about balance. Now, let me see. Yep, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. All right, so that's today's reading. I hope that you were able to get some type of message from it. If I went too fast, make sure you always go and replay it back. We got intimacy, bonding, and romantic feelings. I know everybody is not looking for a relationship and romance, but it also can be like friendship, the start of a new friendship. What is that? Magnetic attraction. And like I said, be very careful with the sun in Scorpio, because somebody can really be bonding to you to feel like they're putting themselves in balance, or to use you as a mechanism to balance their self. Having a lot of romantic and magnetic passion and feelings and attraction to you also can turn very obsessive with the sun being in Scorpio. Okay. And it can be really masked very well with the moon card here. And there go the wheel, which is up next. Sag. It's a change coming. It's a change coming. Somebody may also be upset. You're going to learn the truth that somebody is getting very emotionally attached to you. They may not say it very directly, but if you don't conform to their advances, their romantic feelings, the exchange, the receptivity of it, a conversation is going to happen where you're going to learn the truth. I know everybody is not being intimate. I know a lot of people that are celibate right now, but for the people who are not, somebody's going to ask you for an intimate connection here. A date. Okay. Some of you may say no. They may get upset if you do, because they're already very much obsessed with you. They want to bond with you through a sexual act. Okay. But I don't feel they really have the romance within them that they think that they do. It's kind of like somebody wants to use this intimate bond as a way to change their life, to change their future, and using an intimate act to hope that it will balance them and the relationship between you into a relationship. You know, a lot of people use sex as a way to bond, and that is not how things work. And it usually ends when that starts out like that, because that's not the way that you bond. You bond mentally, emotionally, and spiritually with the person. The sex stuff should be the last thing on the list. But you know, a lot of people, a lot of humans do it backwards, and they like to have sex first, thinking that's going to make the other person feel very much more romantic and have romantic feelings and all that and fall in love. But if some of y'all do this with this person, they're going to become obsessive. Okay, divine feminines, you're going to mess around and put that wheel of fortune on them, and some of y'all going to be stuck. Now, the other thing I had as a message quickly at the beginning of this read, it kind of got away from me. Some of y'all with the moon card here, your moon cycle may come a little early, and it may be wrong timing, especially now that I see this Ace of Wands and all of these intimacy, romantic, and magnetic attraction. Some of y'all can end up secretly getting pregnant here because of the wrong timing. So some of y'all divine feminines, you may have your moon cycle early. And if you already did this intimate act, some of y'all can be pregnant. Okay. And this is how the Wheel of Fortune also is coming in. And then you will be ghosted, unfortunately. You will be ghosted by this person because they wanted to have the courage to start this new love and to renew love and hope, but they didn't want to start it out, Ten of Pentacles, immediately by having a child and a family. They wanted to date. They wanted to have the intimacy and the bond to strengthen by starting to have sex first. But some of y'all are going to learn that you're pregnant early and quick because of the wrong timing of the end or the middle of December going into the first week of December. Y'all divine feminines, you're going to have an early moon cycle. So be careful and make sure you're using your phone charts, you're logging your moon cycles, okay, for ovulation here. Okay? Yeah, that's not good. I'm glad my tube's tied. But I'm celibate anyway, so I ain't talking to me. But, everybody is different. Everything is different for everybody. But I'm just, I'm going to tell y'all everything I see. Let me get one of these for your other person. I didn't mean to be on here no hour, but it's all good. You see that? Draw down the moon. Somebody is really wanting an emotional connection, but it kind of seems like they're going about it the wrong way. They're not detoxing or purging enough to have this type of strong intimacy and or bond as starting out with a new soulmate. Again, some of y'all ain't even met this person, because I'm not talking about no ex. This is somebody new. Okay, you may have a little friend that you just talking to on the phone and stuff right now, and you're kind of second guessing yourself like, man, they're kind of talking weird. They're already maybe showing you a couple of red flags. They're talking possessively. They're if they're a guy, yeah, they're probably already insinuating sex. Okay. And it's kind of like, ew, you moving too fast. Like, you could tell in their conversation that they want to build an intimate bond through sex first, and then hope that turns into a ever long lasting relationship. And most of you divine feminines is like, hey, it's reversed for me. I'm not trying to start that way. I want to communicate freely, share myself emotionally, see if this is my wish fulfillment first. Okay. Reverse Six of Pentacles before I give so much extra freely of myself, my time, my energy, my conversation, and to see where this goes. Am I comfortable? Do I feel safe to call you my mate? Okay. So it says, draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild. Good night. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this is in reverse. So again, this person, the moon is so much about feelings, emotions, uncertainty, also can be secrets. Again, this is a woman's moon cycle. every 28 days. And the moon is about a level of comfortness, feeling safe. Fourth house of Cancer, right? Mars is about to go into Cancer in a couple of more days. So your home life also may get very active, especially with intimacy. Some of y'all, this person may start to come over. You may start to have, for some of you, more intimate connections. With the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, it can be the first or the second time that you are intimate with this person in the next week, day, or month. Less than 7 days that this can be happening, or on the 7th day of December. But whatever is going to start revealing itself, you're not going to feel very comfortable with it, and you're going to start holding back. And this is where this ghosting and disappearing is going to come in. Right now, you have a little bit of receptivity and being open with the Seven of Wands in reverse, but it's not a full shopping cart. Okay, you got a little basket like, hey, I'm going into the store and I'm only going to pick up a few things. Okay, you ain't going there and get no big buggy and you finna get the $300-400 worth of groceries. You getting the little basket, the little handheld, and you putting a couple of knickknacks in it, and you going to the self checkout. Okay, that's how much of energy that you're dealing with this person right now. But they ready for you to get a buggy. Okay, they want you to have a buggy full of emotions, and you like, hey, I'm ready for change, but you're not telling me everything. It's kind of like this person is not telling you all of the truth. King of Swords in reverse. They're holding back something. It can be about their old marriage, children that they got or had with other people from the past. They're they strongly want intimacy. And if you really say no, they're going to be very upset. They also can be very irate, argumentative, talk very harshly. I don't know. Some people bond through intimacy. Then you got some people that bond through emotions. You got some people that bond through communication. Um, I'm more of a mental person. Like if you not really connecting to me mentally, I'm not going to be turned on by you anyway. You get me? So it's all different type of people. Um, some people just get turned on by sex. They not worried about communication. They not worried about the heart chakra. All they want to do is, and I know a lot of women like that. So it's not just men. you know it's not just the masculines. But when you do have that, that is the disconnect of the heart chakra from the bonding and intimacy, and that can be a very large indicator of the shadow work that somebody needs to do, where that they can be intimate with no feelings and emotions attached you know mm-hmm. um But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there because I know I'm gonna get home pretty late tonight. So I want to go ahead and put y'all out some type of reading. Um, just remember about, it is a sense of time and right now to renew your life. Um, also this other person, it's going to be different for everybody, but we're all going through a sense of purification. You're going to hear it with people talking, videos that you're watching, stuff that's going on in the news. You're going to see all this type of purification stuff going on, and you going to understand what's going on, but they don't. So that's the good thing. That means that you're learning, you're using your third eye, you're understanding your downloads, you're being a magician. You are you're open to new perceptions and new ideas, and it's very good that you see through the veil. Okay, it's very good that you're seeing through the veil and what does need to be worked on versus other people that don't see it at all. So that's very good for you. And you will get a chance sooner than later. Some type of conversation is going to come up where intimacy is going to be brought to the conversation. This person's going to be like, well, do you like me? Do you love me? You know, can we be intimate and all this type of stuff? And you're going to be like, look, I ain't ready for all that. Some people may. I'm not here to judge. But just be careful because, this person, they could be very strong Scorpio energy. Taurus energy also. Leo, Sag. Okay. Those are the most prominent signs that are really standing out to me right now. Also can be Libra. Did I say Cancer? Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Sag, Gemini, Virgo, Virgo, Pisces. Okay. Those are the signs that I see. All right. Thank you so much. And I probably will see y'all in the next